My name is Anya Dunn, and I'm a junior in business administration and economics double major. And that might be enough, but I've always grew up being a busy person. Having 5 jobs does not seem like a lot to me because I love all of them. I love teaching piano. I love working for the honors program because it gives me an opportunity to, realize events that I might not have if I wasn't doing it. So I would love to talk about an entrepreneur's journey. So a simple Google search would tell us that an entrepreneur is a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on greater than normal financial risks in order to do so, which is true. But what is missing? Where is the vision, courage, intrinsic motivation that each entrepreneur has or strives to have in order to start their own venture? Big network, self-branding, and learning how to self-brand, and potentially solving a problem. So, my story. I'm a college student, and I love Susquehanna University. And just to talk about some of the entrepreneurial ventures that I've had, after my summer of my freshman year, I got involved with a startup. They're called Nonsense Flowers. And actually, Dr. Anya Dunn talked to us about an idea of being an entrepreneur within a company or corporation. And I didn't realize that until a few days ago that that's who I was. I'm not sure. Yeah, right here. So this is one of the works that this company does. So they do bouquets. They're sustainable. They're made with paper that is imported but is sustainably made. And this is actually one of the designs that contributed to the company, which was an amazing experience to collaborate with people who founded the company. So my second one was next summer. I was working in a restaurant 67 hours a week, and it was brutal. It was terrible, and I wanted to do something that I could enjoy, something that I'm passionate about. So. And I've always loved fashion, and I love the lady in the lace but I never had the guts or courage to do it. So I went up to my dad, and I was like, Dad, I want to start a company. I want to do something. And he was like, are you sure? Is it going to be financially feasible? Start something small. Do something that you love, and do something that you know. So he suggested for me to begin teaching children, piano. And that was the first step I had to take was to ask on Facebook who wants to be taught piano. It took me 5 days. It was scary. It's scary to put yourself out there, but that was the push that I needed to, ask individuals on a town that live on their forum who would love to take lessons. And I included a short video, and it worked. I ended up having 7 students. So it's the first step that matters. And in terms of my current venture right now, I am passionate about sustainable fashion. I never knew that I would be. You read that one article that tells you that over 13.1 million tons of textiles are being thrown away each year, just in the United States alone. That's huge. Water pollution is terrible. It takes about 5,000 gallons of water to scrape this jacket. But it takes water to grow cotton that is very, very thirsty in terms of sustainability point of view. The dyes and the textiles that are being dyed wrong are thrown away, and the chemically induced water is put back into the streams. So that was the start and motivator for me in order to find a way, how do I solve this particular problem? How do I help contribute? How to make the next few steps. And again, Dr. Anya Dunn was showed me the CEO of Good One, who manufactures upcycled clothing on a very high level. And she defined sustainable fashion in a way that rejected fast fashion, as Lee mentioned, but something that will last you 5, 10, 15 years. That's sustainable. Something that won't break is sustainable. Reusing textiles that already exist, that is sustainable. So So any way you can find, you can start to progress. So, and having the guts to start something of your own, it's hard. I've always been a very introverted person. And just posting the status on Facebook, hey guys, do you want some alterations or something? You know, it's a start. I was never able to sew. I wanted to go to fashion school. I was looking at LaSalle, and it just wasn't in the cards for me. And having the business education, being a business administration major, and economics has shown me that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And that's what I'm talking about in terms of like the comfort zone. There's no such thing as comfort zone in entrepreneurship. You put yourself out there. You risk it all, And what I've learned is branding is important, but it's scary. You're talking about yourself. You're selling yourself. You're selling your own product, and that's hard. Manufacturing. I'm not at that stage that I'm able to heavily manufacture. I just don't have time. But if I did, I would definitely ask for help. Ask for help how to sew. Yep. Learning from your mistakes. Some of the mistakes were utilizing social media in terms of advertising that didn't work, and I kept doing it. I don't know why I did it, but these are the things that we learn. And one of the realizations that I came to was starting small, starting as a service, starting as, doing some alterations, sewing some letters, learning how to do, simple changes in textiles is important too, because again, that is sustainable. That is one less thing that a person needs to buy. So, the hardest part is starting. If you want to start a business, just do it. Go small, just talk to your network, build, and make friends. Make friends that are going to be interested in what you do, and they're going to be your biggest supporter. So, thank you. If you have questions.
How do you suggest getting past that first stage, like that nervousness and that shyness of putting yourself out there and starting your career?
Yeah. Just click the button post as soon as you can. Status, that's the worst. That's the first step, Like if you're trying to advertise yourself, click that Instagram post. Advertising whatever you do, or posting something that you want to provide a service, you want to be of help to somebody. So just do it.
So when you're in the middle of creating something and you have an endeavor going, but you know for a fact that you need help and you need support in doing that, how would you suggest going to find people that you'd be able to work with?
That's a really good idea. I don't know if Shannon's here, but she, so one struggle for me within my business is social media because it takes a lot of time. And, my roommate takes about, half a day to post an Instagram post, but you have the right help. I love her. It's true. But, and, knowing that I can provide her help, it's good. So my friend Shannon, she is a marketing major, and she came up to me and she was like, hey, do you want some help with social media? And I was like, oh, I don't need any help. It doesn't take any time. But once you get into the rush of schoolwork and, you keep doing your thing, these are the people who can benefit from the experience we think are going to be valuable to your company, and they can thrive within your reaching out your hand and saying hey, I would love your help, because we can't do everything, that's something to
So you put 5 jobs and you're doing a double major. What do you find it to be an entrepreneur?
It's hard. It's really hard. I stay up very late, but it's something that I enjoy. It's my escape. It's like going into a practice room and playing piano. I think I have kind of that passion. And, so you find the time. You spend 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there.
for any of us here, is that how can we signify that question ourselves in something we do, so when someone asks for that, we're ready to kind of be like, this is who I am.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you have to ask yourself. I think just right. Just see, track what you like, track what you've been kind of following all your life, because chances are that is what makes you different. You know, like we each have different handwriting. You know, we each have our own passion. We each are good at something, and we shouldn't assume that somebody else is as good at it as we are. So I think it's a personal conversation.
Tell us more about your business and your vision for the future of your business.
Okay, absolutely. So I've had this conversation a lot. And so basically what I do is I find clothing and outdated textiles that may be thrown away. I go from Maine to Connecticut to Massachusetts, just clothes hunting. And what I find is that it doesn't really create that big of an impact on how much clothing is still being wasted. So I definitely want to go in the footsteps of the UK CEO of Good One. I would love to meet her. I would love to see how she can scale up, how she's able to scale up the production. Because I know I'll need help. I'll need seamstresses. I'll need people to market my product. And I'll need as much help as I can. But I definitely want to make money, like set away some money in order to have my own investment and talk to potential funders, potential angel investors in the future, hopefully in the next 10, 15 years. 10, 15 years? To help me make this project much more a bigger scale. So.
And Loretta, what's your favorite piece of clothing you created from older textiles? What's like your favorite that you created?
Okay, well, this is actually a skirt. It's an elastic. I think this is my third. But yeah, you know, you just see a piece of clothing and you just find creativity, you know, you innovate about it. You design it. But yeah, love it.
Is there currently a system in place where you, aside from thrift store, where you give away clothing and there's an alteration or inside your goal, where on a broader scale people can give down their clothing to be altered?
Well, that would be a really good for business. I think it would be absolutely amazing, you know, because I mean, I don't know if you've heard, but Walmart got burned in the fact that they were burning a lot of their stuff that they couldn't sell. So this, another idea for expanding my business is partnering with thrift stores and other potential, you know, local businesses that would implement that program and that could alter, need help with altering, like, you know, taking in clothing that might be